Right, hello, and welcome. Hope you're having a fantastic bloody day wherever you're in the world. We're back once again playing some more, what's it called, Rogue Trader. Yesterday, we managed to do most of the stuff, I think, on Footfall. We did a little bit of crime solving, kind of, and yeah, rooted up some more heresy. Was kind of hoping to... I want to try and check again, see if they cleared the mine. There's a section of the town that I haven't been able to go to because I'm waiting for them to clear the mines. Maybe they've cleared them by now. We shall see. Just quickly go to the Shadow Quarters because there's a quest there and I want to finish it before anything else happens and the entire planet gets blown up or some shit like that, you know, as it does in this game a little bit too easily. Object emotion, I've lost all emotion.
Patience?
Yes.
My nerves are frayed.
Does it look cleared? Still see mines. That's a no. Well, I'm gonna have to leave planet and come back later.
There will be no peace in my wake.
To avoid Dock Alpha Row, we're gonna board our ship. We've actually gotten not two new characters. We've been rejoined by the Inquisitor, and we have Jay with us now, who's like a pirate captain sort of thing. So many followers, so little time. Thank God once we get back on the ship, we'll be able to fix whatever's going on with our stuff.
Sings in my veins.
Anything more I can do with the Opticon? Topmost the Medicare. Precise las gun. It's a bunch of goodies.
What lies beyond?
Take me to my ship. Well, there's plenty of things for us to be getting on with here. Well, Captain, the inspection of the ship's systems is complete. The tech priests are reporting the machine spirits are calm and satisfied. Everything is ready for onward travel. Except there is an issue that we've just been made aware of. Of course there is. I've been studying the records left by the vessel's previous navigator. I wanted to double check the route too dangerous and discovered that Dagnorus, and discovered that it does not match the one recorded in the Atlas. It's more than a minor warp fluctuation. The route has been wiped out. It can no longer be used for traveling. To make matters worse, I started checking the paths from the Atlas one after another, and saw the same thing everywhere. The warp is roiling with an anonymous storm, bursting with vivid and screaming colors. It will not hinder our movement, but all previous knowledge is utterly useless. Oh, lovely. Warp storms are our enemies, just like heretics and demons. It's a shame they can't be dispersed, with a flame or a bolter. Not everything can be shot at, most things, but not everything. Now that we can be certain that the problems of the astropathic communication and Cronus expanse are no incidents, there is a warp disturbance in your way, Lord Captain. It's swallowing messages and disrupting familiar routes. This means you'll need to locate the key worlds of the Von Valentia's protectorate as soon as possible. I'm talking about Janus, the Gonus, and Kiva Gamma. Yeah, the thing is, we already know Kiva Gamma's gone to shit. Janus we need to get to because that's our like farming world, and we need to get that supply line going. Charting new routes so they can be reached and restoring control will be necessary next step. Tell me about Janus. The surface of Janus has been altered extensively, so the planet could be designated an agri-world. It's a powerful food base capable of supplying the burgeoning protectorate and exporting provisions to outer worlds at the same time. It owes much of the prosperity to the governor, House of Viet. Under its leadership, the world has grown ever more prosperous year after year. Okay, talking about Kiva Gamma. Industrial world is being managed by Governor House of Caprak. Or Gaprak, whatever. It supplies your protectorate with rare minerals and resources. Additionally, the planet features an Adeptus Mechanicus Manufactorium that processes the minerals. The fact that Kiva Gamma is a world marked by the Omniscience patronage, by His grace, the manufactoriums of the colony are inhabited by committed and industrious machine spirits. Mrs. Tolliman neglected to mention that Kiva Gamma Manufactorium also supplies heavy machinery, from forage harvesters to vessels, systems, and components. You display commendable knowledge of our world's manufacturing capability, Von Calyx, or Van Calyx. Needs to be a service. That means he's done his research on us. It's the heart and the soul of your protectorate. It's the main administrative resources and storage facilities are. Yeah, okay. And so the one Valencia's palace. Okay. What would be the consequences of losing contact with these world be? World deprived of connection to its neighboring systems, infrastructure can only rely on itself. Their capabilities are often limited. For example, Janus does not have a fleet of its own. Pirates, cultists, heretics, xenos, anyone could prey on the helpless planet. Right. I'm guessing the other planets don't have any means of actually making food for themselves properly. Voxmaster is entirely correct. You are a rogue trader with the one Valencius, the successor to Theodore. Yeah. One of the most influential women this side of them all. But you're also new to the business of governing. It's important that you show your potential allies, foes, you want to control the situation. Yeah, your opinion, Abelard? Rediscovering the agri-world will supply you with protectorates, yeah. I mean, that's why I wanted to go, because that's where we have the contract. That we know of, there's no problems. My officers, any other issues require immediate attention? That is all, my lord. Vessel and its crew await your instruction. I know I have shit to do in my personal quarters. That's new. Oh, the owl cap symbol. Oh. Shrine of Remembrance. Ah, aha, I'm there. Didn't we just get that letter? The Emperor faithful forever remain. Yeah, let's get this more readable form. Let me impress my condolences on the tragic death of the most honorable Theodore von Valencius. Nevertheless, I am elated to learn that the warrant of a rogue trader has been passed on to a worthy and promising heir. These words are not hollow compliments, but rather the Inquisition's official opinion of your person. As the fate would have it, you have taken the reins of the von Valencius dynasty in the hour most dire, with grim portents and dark events to come are surfacing throughout the Cronus expanse. I've been duty-bound to become the first sentinel who sees the approaching threat, and I hereby alert you that that is indeed coming. Our loyalty and resolve will be tested. People such as you and I will become the pillars that will unite the Emperor's frightened children and inspire them to fight back. I so greet you as my dependable ally and assure you of my favor. From now on, you have the trusted friend of the Holy Orders of the Emperor's Inquisition, and a respective confidant on whom you can rely. Should the dark times ahead require you make questionable choices, I have no doubt that such an incident will be examined in the exceedingly temperate fashions that rules the most radical forms of judgment. Okay. Interesting. Anything else around here? What is this? Long dead eyes of a fierce monster. Interesting.
Lord Captain. Lord Captain.
Lord Captain. She had something she wanted to discuss?
Allow me to thank you again for helping me with the cargo, Shireen. I am sure the Ashmags who squirreled away my goods won't give up so easily, and I'll hear more about their scheming yet. Let's strike a deal, Shireen. I will watch your back if you do me a favor and watch mine. Well, enough jokes. Is there something you wanted?
What's that business you want to discuss?
Oh, Shireen, I did manage to spark your interest. Allow me to invite you to a more private place. My words are meant for your ears alone.
Okay. Really, it was voice acted out here, but not here? Shireen, the Exalted One himself brought us together the day you crossed Vladim's threshold. He led us to the cargo and gave his blessing for its return. You know what the people in my world say when such things happen? What's gained is to be shared with your neighbors. Sharing what I've gained with you? Oh, one contains a polished Aldari rifle. Oh. Please accept my humble... Oh, okay. Truly wonderful gift. I accept your gratitude. You appreciate the Xenos mastery of their craft. So, the matter is that I want to discuss with you is related to my business. You know that I sell Xeno artifacts to interested Imperial subjects and Imperial trinkets to Xenos. Business is going well. My network runs even without my participation. But when it comes to the expansion, well, that's why I've hit a wall. Rivals, envious of my success, Falco, for example, especially. I'm certain that the theft of the cargo was his doing. I can never predict what that Asmag will do next. And while the Imperial's authority may be fragmented in the expanse, it could crack down on people of my profession at any moment. Go on. If the road trader put a good word in, for me with the servants of the Adeptus Administratum, I could become official trade representative of the Imperium. Just imagine it, a little scrap of paper will offer me and my agents protection against the Axeman's schemes. Far better than any refractor field. Even the Inquisition will have to think twice before they mess with me, because I'll be a representative of the law in my own right. The best part of it all will that this will cost you precisely nothing, Shireen. All you have to do is stop by the Administratum Palace and obtain a certificate from the Master's Seals. My informant tells me that the palace is located in your capital world. See how everything is aligned so wonderfully? How do I benefit from gaining your gaining Fisher status? Besides being in recipient of my eternal gratitude, Serene. Won't it be beneficial to have someone in your retinue with the weight of authority behind them, rather than just another pawn? One slip of paper and I'll be able to extend my network to systems far beyond football. Agent will be your eyes and ears throughout the expanse. Oh, she wants to be my new spy master? You're not sure. Couldn't find a better business partner in the expanse. Friendship is a gift. The exalted one must cherish. You'll have no complaints about our friendship, Shireen. I may not be a trade representative in the Imperium just yet, but I can still help you with whatever you need. You must have some faction in your mind that you would like to establish relations with. The severe Dressarians, the hot-headed pirates. You really need to ask the right words. I do kind of want the Adeptus Mechanicus. The Adeptus Mechanicus, yeah. No problem, Shireen? 2,000. Oh, damn. Sure. I'll humbly wait for you to steer your vessel towards. Yeah, okay, that'll be a while. She can use that. I like how she gave me a weapon that she can only use. Sure. Not doing those guys right now. If I need them for something, I'll level them up. Until then, no. Who else wanted to talk to me about something? He seems to have a strong reaction to what Argenta said by the broken lens.
It was just my nerves playing up.
Why is this voiced?
Something about our little saint doesn't sit right with me, and I trust my gut. Oh sure, she seems straight as an arrow and as predictable as a hangover after drinking. But when I look at her, something about her makes my brain itch.
That doesn't sound pleasant.
After that conversation, I tried to listen to what was being said about her. Beyond the door, what I heard was strange. Blood in her past, twilight in her present, and something like a star leading her. But where is it leading her? I saw several roads, and all of them frightened me.
And what does all this mean?
If I knew, I would have told you. Hearing things clearly requires cooperation from the other person you know. But that cobra just hisses and spits its venom at me. I don't trust her one bit.
Maybe you should warn her?
Oh yeah, you go ahead and tell her the wicked Psyker has divined something about her.
Yeah.
She'll be so pleased and grateful.
Right. Well, animosity, but you also detect concern, even a hint of pity and compassion. Yeah, I don't want to hear her augury about me. Spoilers. Want to know the truth about you?
The request is approved. I did conceal certain information. I was a student of Archmagus Amanat, but I committed an act of betrayal after he deviated from sacred dogma.
How did you portray him?
The teachings of the blessed Amanat spread, and word of it reached the conclave of the Cognizance fleet. They recognized his teachings as tech heresy. Many tech priests suddenly vanished or were subjected to servo penance for minor transgressions. The students of Amanat, whose number included many enlightened and respected brothers, resisted. My prognosis showed that our most likely future was a schism and a fratricidal war that would destroy the Cognizance fleet. that was when I headed to the Conclave. I confessed and handed the information about my mentor's research over to the Conclave. Brazen, anathematic studies of the Forbidden Law. The Conclave could use that data to summon Archmagus Amanat to stand trial and compel him to repent on pain of excommunicate Traitoris. His subsequent fate is unknown to me.
So you betrayed your mentor?
This statement is true. However, I took this step out of loyalty to my mentor. He rejected caution and was leading us to a blasphemous war where he would become the first and most important victim. I did not want to witness his destruction and tried to force him to submit. I wanted to return to my mentor and share his fate, but the Conclave found me repentant and sent me to the station Alter Templum Calixis EXT-17, where I was to atone for my previous transgressions.
I mean, it sounds like you're trying to save him, so...
I pray that the Omnissiah grants us wisdom to overcome the dialectic differences that divide us. He fell into schism and challenged the sacred boundaries of knowledge. The blessed Amanat claimed the limits of what is permitted must be expanded, because by refusing to explore certain law, we find ourselves in contempt of the seventh universal law. Comprehension is the key to all things.
Okay.
My mentor put forth a thesis claiming that we have stagnated, that a ritual is now nothing but a cage for souls and false worship of the Omnissiah. He sought to break the cycle of mindless repetition because he saw the inevitable demise of our faith and all humanity at the end of it.
Fascinating.
Acknowledged.
Okay.
Acknowledged. I will return to ruminating on the search. May your...
To what do I owe this visit?
You want to discuss the nature of your mission?
Yes, but not
Yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah. God damn it, why isn't a voice? Thank you for finding the opportunity to talk. I trust that now would be a good time to explain the reason for my return aboard. Do not find you find object. No, I do not object to you personally, but I do find the continuous presence of the Inquisition agent at my side slightly unnerving. Concern is unfounded. As long as there's no substantial reason for it, hope there will not be one. The business then, the cult of the final dawn. The madmen preach their heretical doctrine among the denizens of Corona's expanse, and instigate crimes against the throne and humanity. One such crime took place in your protectorate. The Lord Inquisitor considered it necessary to have one of his acolytes accompany the rogue trader on the voyage into the corrupted region. I also need to meet with one of my observers on the capital world of your domain. Why would Ordo Xenos agents investigate a chaos cult? We're well versed in how the Inquisition is organized. Yes, initially our arrival on the Cronus Expanse was just dictated by the need to fight Xenos. There is more. The cult is tangentially related to my main specialization. Perhaps I will be able to reveal the full truth someday. Okay. He's willing to show leniency towards my actions that otherwise would be interpreted as radical. It's correct. I should show greater tolerance for my mistakes, for the mistakes of a newly appointed rogue trader. To be frank, I'm surprised the Lord Inquisitor is not the type to indulge the weakness of soul and mind. Oop, go away with that. Even as someone who recently accepted the burden of lofty title. Yeah, cult in my protectorate, Hendrix. Are you laying an accusation against my dynasty? Chaos treads softly. The main danger of the Seagull cult and sects is that they're like seeds. They remain in the ground for decades, safe from all scrutiny, until an opportunity to sprout, grow, and bear monstrous fruit presents itself. The emergence of a cult on one of the Rogue Traders' planets does not mean the dynasty head himself is a chaos worshipper. Having said that, it would be noted that Theodora was famous for her loose interpretation of the freedoms granted by her warrant. A bloodline can be stained by ancestral transgressions. Is indeed so. If it's indeed so, it's your best interest to do whatever necessary to redeem yourself. Of course they have spies in my worlds. I've already agreed to give you a place aboard my ship. What else? Deliver me to the system that contains the industrial world, Kiva Gamma. I'll then accompany you to the surface and determine what cult is planning, how it tends to use the resources that has fallen into their clutches. To be frank, the answer to this question is unlikely to please either of us. Machinations of chaos usually go beyond solely inflicting countless death and destructions. Having their plans come to fruition lead to far more terrible consequences. One of the systems in the Corona's expanse is already lost. Maybe the Emperor protect us from watching this tragedy play out again. Why did your suspicions fall on Kiva Gamma? Disjointed piece of data that finally merged into a single picture. Additionally, not long ago a vessel from that world arrived at Footfall. Reports from the crew were confused and alarming, making me fear the planet-wide rebellion. Yeah, we met a Chaos Space Marine on Ragnar Minoris. Did we risk running into his brothers? I've no doubt that it'll happen sooner or later. Yay! Chaos Marines siding with the cult is very, very bad news. Most likely they kept away until recently, pulling up their puppet strings from a respectable distance. These traitors seldom show up alone. The best we can count on is having to deal with just a squad. Just a squad? Yeah, just a squad of Chaos Marines. Let's assume that Kiva Gamma has fallen to heresy. What then? Will you propose we destroy an entire planet? Made a decision that sent billions of souls into the grasp of the archenemy. An unreasonable and unforgettably high price for a small handful of people saved by your mercy. Do you consider it a worthy exchange? Most certainly do not. I will make every effort to make sure that such an exchange does not happen again. Of course I will. Sentimentality is a luxury I cannot afford. Yeah, do not believe you like compassion. You did not stop me after all. I guess sometimes the good of the Imperium demands we turn a blind eye to the facts of its individual servants. We wouldn't need to use the word sometimes. The good of the Imperium always prevails over the lives of the individual servants. Yeah. I won't let anyone throw their weight around my worlds, be they servants of chaos, Xenos, or heretics. Commendable aspiration for a person who holds the fate of billions of people and dozens of imperial worlds in their hands. Which is why I need you to be ever more vigilant. Yeah. Tell me about the Drakai that sold the Rykad's son. One of the branches of the Ardari, an ancient and vicious Xenos race. Those creatures are living terror to ordinary people who fall prey to their raids. Simple reason that the victims are not killed outright, but instead become their playthings. Just as you and I need air to survive, Drakari requires psychic energy born from torment and pain. Lovely. Their ships are difficult to mistake for any other. arrive suddenly and undetected because their stealth capability, yeah. Their stealth technology greatly surpasses the capabilities of standard Imperium auger arrays. The objective of their raid is never to capture a world or a ship. No, they're only interested in flesh victims. After filling their holds with living captives, they disappear into the webway. Then why did they steal a sun? Different dimension, which conceals their greatest stronghold. Komorag? I don't know. The dark city of the Drukhari. I don't know why the Drukhari stole the Rykad's sun and brought about the fulfillment of the cult's prophecies. Perhaps the Xenos themselves have played into the archenemy's designs, or perhaps Aurora's divinations in fact describe Drukhari's action. Is there anything else I need to know? You put it this way. You may think whatever you want of me, but my goal is not to hinder you. I'm here to help you in your fight against the foes you may not be aware of. Have my word, I will provide every assistance in uprooting heresy that is sprouted on the